Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm Wendy.
I'm Lori.
I'm Katie.
And welcome to the Front Row Show.
I screwed up. Creating five fans for the fans.
Our next guest is also known for working sound, making the band sound awesome. You may have seen him at the Rock the Lot show this past weekend. Please welcome Marc Boss.
Obviously, he likes hockey.
Yes, he does. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Look at you with the cool mask.
I don't think I need this anymore, do I?
I don't think so. Shout out to Missy for making those. Those look amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a good lady.
Yes, those looked awesome.
Yeah.
You've known her for a long time, haven't you?
Went to high school with her.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've known her a long time. She's we've done some crazy things together.
Interesting.
Yes.
She'll watch us and go, no, don't say anything.
I don't care. I've done nothing that I'm ashamed of.
Good. There you go. How's it going?
Good. It's been a busy week already.
Yes, it was so good to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to be back, to see everybody. It was good.
It was definitely a great Sunday.
Yes.
It was tough because I hemmed and hawed about coming down. I didn't really make up my mind until really Saturday morning at about 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I had debated on whether to come down or not because just wanted to be respectful of everything and I didn't want to add to the chaos. So
what was the deciding factor that made you say yes?
I'm a tech guy and I miss my NTD family.
Yes.
And it's pretty much it. I mean, when you've been with the band for 10 years now, it's kind of hard not to be around them. And it's been 4 months.
Yes. They're pretty contagious.
In a good way, not the bad way.
No, in a very good way. It felt good to be back and see everybody again.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it was
you were
great.
pretty happy on Sunday when I saw you. So
yes, everyone was. The guys on stage, the crew, the fans.
Yeah, it was good. I like to surprise them because I usually don't say when I'm coming down. I just show up.
That's cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
the role has definitely changed over the years for me.
Yeah. It seemed to go well on Sunday. Everything seemed perfect.
Once the mist stopped, it was great.
Yeah. That was annoying. But I mean, other than that, you guys had a perfect day for it.
We did. Once noon, 12:30 hit and the sun came out, it was really just, you couldn't have asked for any better.
Yes, I agree.
And Mark didn't have to take a shower underneath the waterfall that was coming down his side of the stage the whole day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. How did you guys like it? For us, it was a little weird, but how did you guys like it?
We loved it.
we
would do it again.
Yes.
I mean, if that's what it takes to see Seventh Heaven again, we would do it again in a heartbeat.
I agree. I
mean,
for sure. It was good to be back to some sort of normal, but not quite normal. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Took away everything for a couple hours just to focus on that was all we needed.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what this was. And
that was so funny.
That was awesome.
They brought it in backstage, and I'm looking at him going, all right, this is going to go one or two ways. It's either going to be really funny or people are going to go, what the hell?
I think everyone thought it was hilarious.
It was Adam, so everybody was like, interesting.
And he owned it. He walked on stage and he owned it.
And then he tried to sing with a mask on. I'm like, oh, this will be fun.
That was interesting. That was a great intro just to come out and do that.
Yep, they lightened it.
Yes, that's Adam for sure.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So we have some questions for you if you're up for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so
I'm
I'll
an open
start.
book.
Open book. So, besides working with Seventh Heaven, what do you normally do?
I am, as of the last 3 months, I'm an AV installer. So what that means is I work for a local audio video integrator that installs systems into conference rooms, offices, churches, schools, and we range from installing interactive TVs to full screen systems to full sound systems to full video walls.
Lori's
you
got some, yeah, you got some insider on that.
Yep.
My company, I own a company, and it's the same thing. When we don't do commercial, we do all residential. We
Okay.
install home theaters, security cameras, networking, cameras, security systems, all that. So
Yep, that's right
Yeah.
in there what we do.
yeah,
Seems
Cool.
like
Now we're doing some pre-installation of some drop ceiling screens that are 16 feet wide.
wow.
Yeah, see, like I said, you're doing more commercial. We rarely do commercial. We do, mostly new construction and people rehabbing their homes, upgrading their equipment. So
Yeah, I do a job like that on Monday to Wednesday of next week. I do a private home install of a theater system, a huge theater system.
yeah.
So yeah,
How does it feel to be working again, this whole new normal?
I actually like it. I'm not one that can sit around. I just don't have that in me to sit around. And from November until roughly the end of February, I was pretty much home.
Okay.
I had lost my job that I had moved up here for. They decided to go a different direction with things. And so I kind of was home for a while. I had some freelance work. Had some really big freelance jobs in March that got canceled due to COVID. And I was down in Florida working at Disney, doing a job for a company that hired me, and half of our thing got canceled and I had to come home. And then Seven's Cabo trip got canceled because everything was going down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't start my new job until April.
Wow.
So, but I've been working nonstop ever since.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good to have that, to be back at work a little bit.
It is.
I guess.
Yeah.
It is. It's a little weird right now because of all the stuff going on, and there's just drama with, what county is going to do this, what county is going to do that. So it affects everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But gotta be thankful for a job at least, I guess.
Yes, there's far worse I could be. I am very grateful. And the crazy thing is that because of and in lieu of the COVID thing, our company is busier than all get out. We have more business on the books than we have people to do it right now.
Same with me. It's unreal.
It's we had to turn down. I can't really say that because if that's out, I can't say that.
Okay.
No, we are really busy too. We thought when this COVID started that we're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Everything's just going to drop out. And no, it's we're like you. We don't have enough people either. So
yeah, it's my personal schedule is booked through the end of August, and I'm the newest guy, and my personal install schedule is already booked through the end of August.
wow.
It's just crazy.
Wow. So tell us how you got involved with Seventh Heaven. You said you started 10 years ago?
Yeah, I've been involved with Seventh for, it's 10 years. So the crazy thing is that my wife, who went to high school with Dino and Gia.
Okay.
So my wife and Gia were really good friends, and my wife was on the school newspaper or something like that, and she interviewed Dino when he had his band After Night in high school, and they had kind of stayed in touch, lost touch for a little while. Well, she knew that he was working for a band and he had been trying to get her to come out. And so we lived at Warrenville at the time, and Warrenville Summer Days was going on. And so he invited us to come out to that. And we're like, okay, we can't do it. It's right in our backyard. It's with walking distance of our house. So we decided to go over, and she had said, hey, you know, my husband's kind of looking for some work. Could you use some help? You know, he's done this in a church for a long time. And for a while, church tech guys got the stigma that they don't know anything. So I started hanging out with Dino and stuff, and we just started to click. And then I started hanging out with more shows, and he realized I wasn't just an ordinary church tech guy. I actually had a little bit more chops under my belt.
Good.
And that was 10 years ago.
Look how far you've come.
I love it.
Yes.
Their family, they have afforded me some absolutely amazing experiences.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of laughs.
Yes. I can attest to that.
And a lot of hard work at times.
The amount of work you guys put in is insane. I mean, even just watching the setup, I mean, you guys have that down. And it's hard work. I mean,
the 26-foot trailer, 26-foot deep by 12 by 12 of audio, video, and lighting, and we can get it set up in roughly 45 minutes without a problem.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
It's pretty unique because Dino and Ryan, myself, and now even with Jeff, there's processes and there's systems in place and there's equipment in place so that we open a case and it's just busted out. It's ready to go and it just flies. Everybody's got their area in which they're responsible for, and they just do it and we help each other out. It's really a lot of fun.
And Holly Ann's been stepping up too. We saw her testing out the drums on Sunday.
And she set the whole drum set up for Mike by herself this time.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Proud moment.
So she's got that going. Then she does the dancing thing and the helping out. It's like, all right, well-rounded all the way around. It's kind of fun.
She's so much fun. And she's so sweet.
She is.
Such a sweet girl.
And she hasn't let the guys corrupt her yet, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yes.
So
she's smart.
She is.
Yes.
She is.
So you mentioned you had laughs. So want to share any stories?
Any crew stories that you can share?
Yeah.
There are those that can be shared, and there's definitely those that can't be shared.
Yes. So maybe one you can share.
Well, one of them so my role has kind of changed within the crew from all these years. Started out as, just on crew and then doing a lot on the crew. Started out as back in 2010 as I was the lighting guy.
Okay, cool.
And that kind of morphed into everything guy. And then Zach came in Schaumburg Fest one year as the video guy to document video with his team. Well, then that changed over as Zach was the lighting guy. I handed it off to him because he's just rock and roll with it. He has created a lighting environment that is just incredible. I give the guy a lot of props. He's worked hard at it. He's invested in it. And so he ran with that. And so when I left 4 years ago to move up here, my role kind of changes to more of a specialty or out of the country ones, like bigger client ones or stuff that where Dino needed a break because he's been doing them all. He'd call me and have him go do those. We're in Panama doing a show, and we get done with the show. We're all tired. It's hot. It's on we had just gotten done doing Panama on the mouth of the Panama Canal with fireworks going off in the sky.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we're there, we get done with the show, and all of a sudden Mark and Adam look at each other.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Up take the shoes off, take everything out of the pockets, up and over the balcony into the pool. That was 10 feet below. We're like,
Oh.
what are you guys doing?
Oh my God.
Too.
That's a little crazy. The laughs that we used to have in the van going to shows, somehow one of the shows we're all sitting in the van and Dino's in the back eating a banana. Well, all of a sudden the banana phone starts coming out and he's using a real banana and he's passing the phone around to everybody in the bus. In the van, we're like, what are you doing?
Oh, Dino.
And if you ever want to hoot and you ever get invited, if Richie's driving,
Oh,
that's
no.
a hoot.
Okay.
That's about all I'm going to say on that subject.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Got all the dirt.
There's plenty more, trust me, but I'd like to keep my role.
Yes, I don't blame you. So have you worked with other bands besides Seventh Heaven?
Yeah, in my other roles, I've been kind of the coordinator to work with, I would say more kind of Christian bands, if you will.
Okay.
Because of being a technical director for a church,
Mm-hmm.
at times I'd be responsible for when they'd come in and rent the building out, and anywhere from Fernando Ortega to Shane and Shane to 10th Avenue North, Danny Goki and Natalie Grant.
Yeah, I've heard of Natalie Grant. Yeah.
So done them, kind of help with that. And then and occasionally I'll come down and I'll help out. I've helped out Hillbilly Rockstar and Karma Committee from time to time, but not a ton.
No, they're great bands. Those two are
I love
awesome.
those guys.
They're awesome.
Yeah, and I've known Paulie, the drummer for Karma Committee, for a very long time.
They're all so great. I miss them. I want them to start playing again.
I wish they'd start playing too, because they're all a lot of fun, and Paulie is just a brilliant percussional engineer. He's just amazing.
Yes. He's pretty good. A good singer too. I mean, usually you don't see drummers singing. I mean,
yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some chops. The boy can do a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies.
I see that with your name, and back there's a jersey for the Chicago Wolves. Hockey fan?
Yeah.
Okay, I see that too. Okay.
The wife and I are large hockey fans, would be an understatement.
Okay.
Chicago hockey fans, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, mostly Chicago, but we're all hockey. I mean, we're really hockey fans.
Okay.
But we were season ticket holders for the Chicago Wolves for almost 12 years.
Okay.
So behind is, these are all pucks. And then over on
wow.
there's a bunch of sticks.
That's cool.
Cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yes.
Back here is a jersey of a gentleman that we sponsored when I owned my own business in Des Plaines. And then here's a bunch of jerseys. And there's only about 80% of the collection out there. It's pretty huge.
So are you still a Chicago fan, like the Bears and all that? Okay. Because you said you lived in Wisconsin, so I was just checking.
No. I've never really, I kind of gave up on the Bears in 88, just because I couldn't handle the way they were treating their players and their staff. But Cubs, Blackhawks, definitely, Wolves, even the lower stuff like the Ice and what used to be the Boomers is now something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those guys. Never gonna be a Sox fan. Just not gonna happen.
All right, we chose the right guest for today.
Yeah, if I'm a baseball fan, it's Cubs, and that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yes. Those lovable losers of ours.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean.
Yeah. So I hear one of you made a big announcement on Facebook kind of yesterday that someone's kind of having a life-changing moment. I see.
Yep.
Not me.
Me?
My corner is down here. She's over here.
She's up here on mine.
Well, congrats.
Different ways.
That's
Yes.
exciting.
Yes, I will be a grandma.
Yeah, say that a couple times fast.
Yes, I know. Yes, they have to get used to
We're going to call you
Exciting.
Grandma Lori, Nana Lori.
Granny Hamby.
There you go. I like that.
I like it. She's gonna take her grandchild to Seventh Heaven shows. She's already said.
Have those big ear things.
Headphones?
The Seventh Heaven big things.
In
Yeah.
a Seventh Heaven onesie.
Yes, I have to see my
I think we should talk to Richie about getting some Seventh Heaven crew onesies. Future Seventh Heaven crew onesies.
There you go.
Brilliant.
You can make pacifiers. He can make all kinds of stuff and make a boatload of money.
Oh yeah.
We already know the person who's doing these things.
Yeah,
Yep.
see?
Mhm.
She's great.
She did good.
Yes,
They
she
can
did.
they can have a whole baby line. They can have burp rags. They can have all kinds of stuff. Diaper bags.
We've already got the Seventh Heaven kid stuff from Roy. We might as well do.
There you
We might
go.
as well do future crew stuff. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. Build the legacy so it keeps going.
Yeah.
For
I mean, I started seeing the boys, and I brought my daughters with, when they were, because it's been 10 years that I'll be seeing them in September too. So, yeah. So now I'll be bringing a grandbaby.
Another generation. You gotta love it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Love it. Yeah, and I gotta say, for you three, I mean, honestly, I've been around for a while, but honestly, I thought you guys did extremely cool thing with this whole front row show and being really creative on keeping that connection to the band and even the crew that doesn't really get a lot of.
You guys
Facebook?
are just as important.
I feel that, but it's the band and we're there to support them. But the fact that you guys thought enough to go, hey, crew's involved, and Lenny, I mean, I was laughing at Lenny last week. That was hysterical to me.
He interviewed us. We were like, whoa.
That's
But-
Lenny.
But we got to give it to Jeff. I mean,
Yeah.
this started during quarantine, and we would just Zoom the three of us just to check in. And one day we asked Jeff, we're like, hey, you want to chat for a bit, and we'll check in with you and see how you're doing. And he messaged us afterwards, and he goes, you should really do something like this for Seventh Heaven. And so we talked about it, and we're like, I guess. And so he was nice enough to chat with you guys about it, and you guys were nice enough to say you wanted in. I mean, if you guys didn't say yes, we would not have even had this show.
I think it's great. So I really think it's great. I've watched them all, and I just think it's absolutely marvelous.
Thank you very much. We had a couple people come up to us at Rock the Lot and say they liked it, and
Yeah.
we were really, really touched. I mean, sometimes you wonder, you're like, is anyone really watching these? Like, really?
More than I think you guys realize are watching this.
So, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very much
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Fun.
It
is
is
definitely-
fun. You hear a lot of interesting things.
Yes.
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting things that you could get about former crew and certain colleges where certain crew members got duct taped out of their room.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some really interesting stories.
I mean, every interview we've done, I think we've learned a different thing or something we never knew about our guests. Our guests have constantly surprised us, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't written any songs, but
Aw.
I've definitely helped with the staging stuff and what goes on behind the scenes and coming up with systems for making it run smoother
Yes.
and better and faster.
Exactly. You're a part of it just as much as anyone else.
Yep.
And I definitely know that Richie loves his Fiji water.
Yes. Yes, he
And
does.
you got to have ice and a cup for Richie at every
Yep.
show because the man goes through more ice than any person I've ever met in my entire life.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ever.
We've learned that Mike likes his drums a certain way.
Yes, and if they're off just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
he fixes them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We know Adam has a thing with his in-ears.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So we've learned a couple things. So and now
And
we
Mark
look
has
for it when
made
we go to
furniture
shows.
Yeah.
5 times that I've ever seen in the 10 years I've been with him.
So But-
And, yeah.
So, speaking of the lovely band Seventh Heaven, since you've seen them for so many years, what's your favorite song, if you had to choose?
Original or cover?
Let's start with
Original.
original. Let's start with original.
This Summer's Gonna Last Forever. I really like that. I know that that's not kind of a current lead song.
Okay.
I love that song just because it so gets the crowd into it. It so gets everybody involved. It so gets, it's a festival song. I mean, it just,
It is.
It is.
When you're sitting there sweating, yes.
Well, and I can remember at September Fest or Schaumburg Fest, not September, Schaumburg Fest, and all that sea of people, and that thing came on, and it was like, oh my goodness, they're all singing along with this.
Yep.
It was just incredible.
The crowd
It's-
pleaser.
It's
It is.
nice now when Richie puts it in the lineup once in a while, the step, list, because you don't hear it too often. So as soon as I hear those first couple bars, I'm like, oh,
Here it comes.
yes. You're like, yeah, I haven't heard this forever.
Yes. And that's, to me, that and Midwest Girls in the summertime.
Yep.
Those are, when I think of summer, those songs immediately come to my head. You think of the festivals, being around everybody, like body to body people, and you're just singing along, and that's what I think of when I think of summer, for sure.
Yeah, when they did with Midwest Girls in the Summertime on Sunday, I was really happy. I'm like,
So were we.
let's
So
get
were
it
we.
going. I was like, that's a good choice today.
Yes, we were hoping for it. We actually talked about that on the way there. We're like, please play Midwest Girls.
I kind of had a ulterior motive. I request in my mind. I really wanted them to do the rock medley, and I know that's kind of.
Yes.
I know that's kind of, and I look at it from a selfish standpoint. I love mixing that medley. That medley is keep me on my toes the entire 15 minutes and 47 seconds. It is just constant guitars in and out, and it's so much fun.
It sounds like fun. It's Wendy's favorite too.
Yes. I wish I had played that more often, but
We need to petition Richie to put that in there more often.
I think
I
I
might have
will.
to send him I might have to send him a request for Elkhorn.
Yes. We're
So-
excited about that too, because it's a fest.
Yep.
It's a fest.
Yeah.
So
And I think if I had to choose a cover, it would be Nick singing Renegade.
Yes. Oh my God. I love. Yes.
that's a good one.
I don't think they've ever heard him sing that.
Once.
Did you?
Yeah,
once?
he did do it once.
Once he did.
And I remember you got
requested
so
it.
excited.
Because I love that. He sounds
Yes.
awesome. Song.
He does it so well. And over the past 5 years, Nick has always had a good voice. But over the last 5 years, his tone control, his note control, his breathing, his aggression vocally has just stepped up so much that I look at him and it's like whenever he sings, it's like, all right, bring it. Come on, man. Just give us that vocal that gets us into that song. I love when he sings. It's just great.
He is pretty good. He's awesome. Him doing the Fall Out Boy song on Sunday, that was great. He really got the audience going on that one.
Oh yeah.
He did. Did you pick up that little that little growl he was throwing in on those?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, a couple of times he was getting a lit when he'd go into the choruses. He'd get this little growl going in, and I'm like, all right, I hear
Mixing it up.
Pumping it
what
up.
you're doing. He was lighting it up. There you go.
He was, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that too.
That was a lot of fun. It was nice. It was good to see everybody again, and the guys looked like they were having a blast.
Yeah, Mark's fingers were hurting towards the end of it.
Oh no.
I gotta work on them more. I'm out of shape. You'll be fine.
My voice was shot yesterday. I went to work and I was like, oh my God. But it was fun. It was worth it.
It was definitely fun, and I left there and came home. I stopped and got dinner, so I left and hit the highway at 5:30, and I got home in 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Yikes.
Just keeping up with traffic.
Yes.
Yikes.
That's Sunday evening traffic.
Yeah.
They were hauling.
Yeah.
They were boogieing, and it was kind of nice to get home a little bit earlier than anticipated.
Yes. Not at 1 a.m. like a usual show.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's early.
Been
Yeah.
done that a couple times. I've driven. Was it 3 years ago? Did the New Year's Eve show? Drove down at 3 and came back home at 3.
Wow.
Long day.
I'll do it all the time for this band.
Yes. They are wonderful. They are great.
I will do it for Dino and for Richie and for all the guys.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
They're awesome. You're awesome.
And the crew is the best.
They are. They're great.
Mhm.
Like we said,
The best. We have our moments. We're like a family. We have our moments. Trust me. We can step on each other's egos and step on each other's nerves at times, but we work it out.
Yes.
And we have a lot of fun together. And you should have heard some of the laughing we were doing before they opened the doors. we were having some fun times there. Getting out 4 months of pent up. Haven't seen you. Haven't been able to pick on you the way you used to. Haven't been able to throw something at you. And it was
Your shenanigans.
Yeah, Ryan being Ryan, and just kind of ladies know Ryan can be Ryan, and
Never.
no,
Little innocent Ryan.
he's an angel.
So
You gotta
innocent.
love him.
Yes,
crooked.
yes. He's awesome.
He
Well,
is.
thank you so much, Mark. This has been awesome.
Yes. Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you guys, I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you guys at the next one. I think, what is the next one? Orland?
Wherever it is, we'll be there.
Glen Park on the 1st.
Yeah, I'm debating on it. We'll see whether I'm coming down for that, but I'll definitely see you guys at Elkhorn. I am definitely coming down for that.
Yes.
We'll
And there's
see
ribs
what
too. 7th Heaven and ribs.
Good combo.
happens. I can go wrong. And you guys.
And
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, small suggestion. I think you guys should do a live version of the front row show at one of the shows with you guys all in the front row.
We'll think about it.
Maybe.
It could be kind of fun. It could be, or at least an intro.
yeah.
That's true. Maybe not the whole show. Richie'll take advantage and just pelt
Oh,
us
yeah, we'll
the
get
whole
pelted
show.
the whole time.
And there's a problem with that for you guys. Why?
I mean, that's true too.
Yeah, come on.
True,
We'll see. But
but when it gets you in the middle of the forehead, they kind of hurt.
oh gosh, yeah.
Over here, but
Richie at Dirty Nelly's, when we used to run sound in the back corner, he would hit Dino and I dead on at least 5 or 6 times a show. No problem.
Wouldn't doubt it. Yep.
He's
Oh, yeah.
pretty good.
He likes to find both Dino and I in the crowd when we're mixing, and he'll peg it. I've had him sticking in my glasses as I'm trying to mix. I'm like, get out.
Yep,
That's good aim.
that is pretty good.
And he just chuckles and smiles like, what did I do?
And walks
I know.
away.
It wasn't me. He points at Nick
Yes.
or something, right?
He's the only one that throws them. Nick doesn't.
It just swallows them or puts them in his mouth.
Yeah.
Nick will toss it nicely. He doesn't throw
Yeah,
them.
he
Yeah.
doesn't go, bing.
Yeah. He just kind of throws them out. Mm.
Exactly.
He'll eat them. He'll eat what Richie throws.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going. Nope.
All right, maybe not.
Yep. All right. That's it.
Well, thank you very much,
I
Mark.
think that's what we're done on this one.
Yep. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
This has been awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys have an awesome week, and we'll chat soon.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, for
All
sure.
right.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. Join us next week to see who our special guest will be. Bye.
Bye.